Okay. Sure, I already tuned that. Okay, yeah. That. Is it coming down? You're from Bastok, are you? Sandorian, listen to what a Bastokian official told you to do? I have no idea why that human sent you here, or why your consulate sent you to him in the first place. But it isn't good. A lot of us die trying to win the Palpro mines back from the Quadav. It might not matter to a foreigner like you, but they always send us Galka to do the dirty work. Even if you haven't been here long, you must have seen how they treat us. Never mind. Shouting at you won't change anything. You want to know about refining ore, right? It's easy if you have to remember the steps. Here goes. Get a chunk of mine gravel, put that in the upper part of the refiner. Take the ounce of mithril sand out of the tower part of the refiner. Either buy a chunk of mine gravel from someone or get some by using a pickaxe on a mithril seam inside Palpro. The refining machine is so big its upper and lower sections are on different floors. Put a chunk of mine gravel into it on the third floor, produce an ounce of mithril sand inside. That sounds simple, but it's not. It's a quota to deal with, and they're everywhere. Here, take these pickaxes. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? From another country? Sorry, I couldn't help but eavesdrop. I'm going to the Palpro mines too. Don't worry, I won't get in your way. I don't think we're going after the same thing anyway. At least for now. But you shouldn't think your mission just a mine survey. The Beastmen seem to have found a new leader, and the Quadav are getting more powerful with each passing day. There could be another ore. Oh, there's one thing you should know. Do you know why the Quadav took the Palpro mines? Humans claim the Quadav stole the mines from them, but in reality, the mines are the Quadav's home, their holy land. The Quadav would die rather than lose it, but the humans in Bastok don't know, they don't care to know. Well, it's time for me to go. Oh, and my name is Lion, an adventurer like you. I'm seeing you around. Me? You were looking for me? See, my father told you to seek me out. I've been trying to figure out as much as I can about the strange portals that link our Vana'Diel to another dimension. We've got other problems to deal with first. Let's worry about it once we finish our current mission. Reach at the Crag of Dam and Constant Highlands once we've got that burden off our shoulders. Or we could catch Bathala or Maya, if that's preferable to you. Remember to see the missions posed to you by your home nation to completion first, though. So essentially what Lion is saying there is that we'll be able to speak with her at those temples. But we need to clear out this thing first. We need to finish off this little diplomatic mission, I guess you could call it. Needed north ghost directed. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it's North Gustaford. Port Bastok. Sure, that works. Started summoning up some helpers. We're gonna need to move as far to the northeast as possible. So we're gonna need to go around the hill here. Oh, that's the Tomos. Okay. So I can go that way. Through. I think we're getting to the point now. We should be okay. Gotta go around. Just once we go around that bend, we can start heading back over to the northeast. not. Okay. Oh, there's a bridge. Go. We're gonna be taking this up as far as it'll go. Go. Okay. Moving forward. Almost forgot. Going into dungeons without trust is a recipe for bad news. capacity. Oh damn, yep. I didn't even get any experience out of it. Right. So we're looking for... I think he said it's called like a mithril crack or something like that? I don't have a map of this place, do I? Nope. It'll be fine. It's a cave in. Cave in. I do. Alright, well, that takes care of them. This way. Let's see. Damn. Thought at least like a couple of them would be aggroed. Oh, is that it? Yeah. Right. You have a pickaxe. Okay. Did I do this? Pickaxe breaks. Unable to mine anything. Okay, so it didn't break. Tin ore. Okay, that's not what I needed. Just make sure haven't missed anything. Ooh, okay. F7. Oh, was that F7? Let me check back there. I don't think it was. Hey, L. I'm pretty alright. Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely not. Okay. I'm pretty alright. Yesterday I had to take Jack in to the vet for a follow-up. They said he's doing fine. And so I already had to go out. Got my car in for an oil change. Is Jack okay? Yeah. I was they let me increase his food. So we were just doing a follow-up to make sure that he was still doing okay. Oh. Actually, I've gone too far. Alright. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's gaining weight. Gaining some of the weight back. Go southwest again. Yeah, they said he's about 6.5 pounds now. West. That's not great. So I'm at 8. Oh, okay. Let's see what happened. Yeah, after I'm done with my stream, I'm gonna be running a Pathfinder game with my friends. Most of them have never played Pathfinder, so it'll be interesting. Oh, right. Well, here's hoping I get lucky. Nope. Alright. Alright. New plan. Alright, so new plan for this mission. I was going to try to do it the legit way of trying to mine the wall, but messed that up and then I got unlucky. So, other way. Going to the auction house. Let's see if anybody has what I need posted up there. Way again? Alright. Need to keep better track of my compass. That's the cave in. I need to go past that. This way. There's another cave in. So I go this way. This should take me around those. The boards, so I think we're heading the right way. Go around this one. Yeah, okay, now we're heading back out. When we go to Winders, though, I'm definitely going to need to bring my trusts out, because we're going to have a boss fight once I do Winders stuff. in my personal character, I actually did Bastok last, and you have to go all the way to the end of that dungeon of the mine. You have to go all the way to the end of it, and you fight a zombie dragon at the end of it. So I don't necessarily know what we're gonna fight at the end of Winters. I do think it'll be something in that vein, probably. Big, evil, scary, whatever. West, then we take our round, and then we go to the southeast. Should be well on our way back to town, right? Not even. Are those connected? That path connected. No, that is a firm wall. Okay. Took my turn too early. Way too early. You finished the Dragon Quest III remake, now you start Persona 3 Reload? Nice. What did you think of the Dragon Quest remake? Yeah, I went through Reload, it's really good. I did start the Aegis chapter, I just haven't gotten very far in it. But that, I mean, I don't think I've even cleared the first area. But I'll get to that eventually, I suppose. It was good. That's good to hear. I did buy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I've started going through that. I have. Beautiful game, just be once really old school RPG. Al, you saw me play. I have played through Final Fantasies 1 through 8 already. Old school RPGs are not really a problem for me. And I do plan to go through the Dragon Quest series eventually as well, though I'll have to skip 11 probably because I cannot read Japanese. And I don't know if there are any fan translations for it at the time. No, not 11, Dragon Quest 10. Dragon Quest 10 was their MMO, and I'll have to probably skip that. Okay, now we go southeast. Too bad for 9, it's only on the DS. I never said that was gonna stop me. I never said handhelds were gonna stop me. I am running. I put a 4070 in my computer a few months ago. Emulation should not be a problem currently. Which, honestly, I'm gonna have to do anyway in order to stream any sort of a handheld game. Just because I don't have, it's like, I don't have, my 3DS doesn't have that capture card add-on for it. And I was never comfortable with the process of getting it, because from what I understood, there was only like one, the only reliable one was installed by one guy, who you had to mail him your 3DS, and he would then like open it up, get everything put in and stuff, and then mail it back. I was never comfortable with that. So start with 8, it's the most beginner friendly if I want to start the series. I've played a couple of the other games in the series, actually. I've played, not all the way through, I never finished one, but I've played a couple of them. I played a decent bit of 1, which I know has very little plot, if anything. It's somehow got less than Final Fantasy 1 does. I've played through some of Dragon Quest 1. I've played through some of Dragon Quest 5. I at least got to the point where the protagonist is a young adult. I at least got to like part 2. Dragon Quest 11, I've played a pretty good amount. Well, Dragon Quest 11, I've played up to the point of getting the ship. Yeah. 3, I just sort of looked at and then didn't do much else with because I figured it was that requires more dedication than I was willing to give it at that moment. 4 I have not tried. 6 through 9 I have not tried, and 10 is an MMO that's only in Japanese. I know there's an offline version of it, so it's not like I can't play it. I just can't read it. Or 2 if you want to start there, yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely think 11 would be a good one to start with for most people. I did play Dragon Quest Heroes. So I am familiar with like a couple of their cameo characters, but that was like about it. I thought it was a pretty alright game, honestly. I was excited for Heroes 2, and then I saw a lot of the same cameo characters are back, and I was like, oh, this is disappointing. Okay, I need to go to the auction house. Where is that? Bastok? Oh wait, that's where I am at. Stock markets? That's worth it's good. Yeah, it's the auction house. That's good to hear. One of my friends is really big into the Dynasty Warrior series, and he said that he liked it. It's fun. It's fun. Alright, auctioneer, what do we got? Others? Oh, mine gravel. Yep, that's what I need. Is 3? Oh, sweet lord. Ah, well, alright. Oh, auction houses are fucking insane. Got Legend of Dragoon for the PS1. Nice. I'd heard that Legend of Dragoon was another one of those RPGs that was well liked. Just have never tried it. Maybe I can sell some stuff. Should use the most valuable here. Do I enjoy F11? Yeah, I like it. I wish I didn't have to do this though. I just wish I didn't have to go through this auction house to get the thing that I need. Because I need to get a very specific item in order to move forward with this quest. And I was supposed to mine it, but all my pickaxes broke. So, I am now forced to buy. that. Kind of learn better sleep. Yeah, because I don't have Red Mage or Room Knight. Not high enough. Did I not put? Oh man, alright. Anywhere I can go to buy pickaxes. That's not the auction house. So we got a box NPC tradable. Oh, okay. So I can buy them from somebody. All right. Can I buy pickaxes from someone? And what about this? Can I buy these from somebody? Nope. Okay. So so my best bet is going for the pickaxes at this point. We can buy these. Oh. Numa looks like he's gonna be the cheapest I'll get. Yeah, I do enjoy Final Fantasy XI just because there's not a lot of RPGs that do the things that it does anymore, just because they're considered largely outdated mechanics. Which is fair. Most people don't want to play a game where they have to have a guide next to them at all times. But I still feel like this game has merit. And if they do ever decide to shut the game servers down, I'm hoping that they give it, that they make like an offline variant of it. Or at least allow people to make private servers. There we are. Neat. Well, I feel like 5 should be enough. Now we're gonna have to go back out. Because now I know better about where that wall is that I gotta mine. Forward. Luckily I don't have to go anywhere dangerous, so I can just walk back into those mines and walk back out once I have what I need. I am thinking a little bit about what my next class for this character should be. Because on the one hand, I could try and level up Thief again, just because the warrior skill that gives you guaranteed crits, I think, if that goes over as a subclass, that would help out Thief a lot, because I think crits ignore defenses. At the same time, I could also try something else. Like, I do want to try one of the other, like, non-standard 6 classes. I'm thinking Ranger, maybe? Ranger sounded neat. I know before I was thinking about Dark Knight, but when I looked into it, I saw Dark Knight makes you really, really fragile. So it's probably not going to be the best choice for me. So I could do maybe Ranger. Maybe Samurai or Ninja whenever I get the opportunity. Those would also probably be really cool. I know if I'm going to start branching off into magic users, I should probably start with a red mage at this point, because I was all melee beforehand. I should probably use that, so I can at least get some support abilities when I try to use like black, white, or blue magic, or summons. And I know probably I probably stream Final Fantasy Renaissance at least once. Just because that's a really cool project, and I hope that that guy is getting like a lot of support for it. It's a really cool idea that he has. So Final Fantasy Renaissance, if you don't know, is a guy pretty much by himself recreated Final Fantasy 1 in the Unity engine, but he fixed all the glitches from the NES version specifically. He took out all the glitches, so everything works the way it's supposed to. Threw in a couple extra quality of life features, and where the Renaissance part comes in is he is also adding in classes from later Final Fantasy games. It's like if you just want to play like the original game but fixed, he has that called Final Fantasy Classic, where it's just the original game with the base 6 classes: Warrior, Thief, Black Mage, White Mage, Red Mage, and Monk. It's just those, and it's working as intended. Whereas Renaissance, he's trying to get in like every class from a later Final Fantasy as he can. So you've got blue mages, you've got summoners, you've got rangers, you've got samurais, you've got all these other things that were not in the original game. Were not even considered, probably. And yet he put them in there, and for a lot of them, they have mechanics that the base game obviously could not support. Or in some ways, you couldn't really support them without causing some horrible imbalancing issues. So like with summoners, summons have always been extremely powerful, and they are obviously much stronger than your regular black magic spells, generally speaking. So rather than putting summons in the shops alongside the black magic spells, which would have been an easy fix, because Final Fantasy V did that for most of them, instead, you have to find the Eidolons out in the towns and in the world, and beat them in a fight, and then you get their summon, which is something closer to what 8 and 10 did. Eight, 10, and I guess 12. I guess, if you want to count those as summons. "13 definitely did that. That's right. 13 definitely did the beat a summon to summon it. So this way. Wasn't as crazy as 16 for the summons, like the Titan fight was pure craziness. Yeah, I know, 16's kaiju fights are fucking crazy. I just finished, the other day I finished both the DLCs for Omega and Leviathan. Yeah, those fights are fucking nuts. I'm convinced that somebody at Square just really likes kaiju movies. And that was why they did that. They just thought it would be really cool if they had Final Fantasy with proper kaiju fights. What happens if I try to trade all 3 at once? Does it just do 3 rolls? Okay, so it only counts one. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried I was gonna have to go back and try to buy more with like the no money that I have. Yeah, no, I remember Titan's fight was crazy. Like, all of them get nuts. Like it. Titan was definitely on. Titan was on some sort of a level. It was crazy. Leviathan also was nuts. Just with having to dodge it and go through the water spout. Oh my god. You like the romance in 16? Yeah, I liked it too. It was infinitely better than Final Fantasy VIII, although that's not a high bar in the first place. But I will say, I didn't understand why a lot of people thought that Clive was overly broody. Like, even to the end of the DLCs and the end of the game, they thought he was over. I heard people saying they thought he was too broody. Like, God, no. Anybody who thinks Clive is too broody has clearly never played Final Fantasy VIII. Where the brooding just never stops. He's traumatized, so he's quite close to others, and he opens the story progresses. Yeah, especially once. He starts off kind of that way. Especially since, a part of his whole, like, tragic fall, whatever, is supposed to be that he went from a country that was actively embracing the bearers, or at least trying to. They still engaged in some of the traditions of like branding them. So they weren't quite there, but they were at least trying to be tolerant of bearers, and being thrown into a country that fully does not give a shit. And yeah. That's gonna fuck with you. That's gonna fuck with people a lot. And that would do it. Also didn't help that he thought he had murdered his brother for a very long time. Or well, technically he thought somebody else did. And then he found out it was him, and then he found out his brother never died at all. I did think that the ending was very interesting. I wasn't expecting them to, I guess, end it the way that they did. But it did, like, it was one of those things where the ending was unexpected, but it did kind of, like, explain why a few of the story elements don't quite make sense. Or how we end up with these larger-than-life kaiju fights, and somehow everybody is just fine. Like, I still think that one of the weirdest things about all those kaiju fights is that we fight Titan underground, and he's basically throwing like tectonic plate material at us, and yet like nothing happens to the surface. He saved the world but kind of destroyed it. He didn't. No, he didn't. Clive didn't destroy the world. He did piss off a creator god, but he didn't destroy it. We don't know what the exact fate is. First time playing 11, or have I played it back in Speak? This is my first time playing it, Eon. Well, more or less first time. I had attempted it a couple of times. This is my first time streaming it, and I do intend to finish it at some point. I know this is not peak popularity. I know this isn't the latest and greatest, but I think it's an interesting game, and I think it's worth playing and exploring. Great game that enjoying it. Used to play when it was at its peak, level 75, arrows, so many good memories. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I was a little too young to be playing this game in its peak. This game came out, what, 2002? So I would have been like 5. You know, just a little too young to be playing an MMO game by myself, especially one that doesn't have guides. At the time, it was... probably wouldn't do very well for me. And now, like 24 years later, 23, 24 years later, I have the ability to actually enjoy the game. Oh, right, so I need to go to the 3rd floor. Send her in. Okay. Oh, right, I need to go up there. Oh, okay, so I probably have to go through the blacksmith's guild to get out there. Remember, so that it's so big, you have to feed it material on like a 3rd floor, or pick it up on the 2nd floor. There must be a stairway in there somewhere. Supply store. The stairs. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking in the wrong places. That's what it is. That's probably something. ice 6. Is there another elevator down there? That's probably another elevator. But I missed. It was back in 2005. Came back in 2023 because of the trust system. Yeah, the trust definitely is one of the best things that they've done to make this game more solo friendly. Especially since most people are not actively seeking to play this game nowadays, especially with 14 being much more prevalent. Wait, is that all still in the dungeon? Oh. Damn, okay, man, I was way off. I thought I had to go back to town to refine this shit. Because I thought that would make lots of sense, but no. I gotta do that shit all back at that mine. Alright. We. I wish they had let us take chocobos earlier. That would be so nice if I could just have a chocobo. Do I have... Oh, you know what? Shit. Yeah, I think I passed by a survival guide in that dungeon, so I wouldn't be able to teleport over there anyway. Noble chocobo is regular mount. Non-chocobo mount music is terrible. Still need to raise one anyway, but I actually want to use it for travel. Yeah, on my personal character, I've gotten to Juno, so I can get a chocobo license on them. I just haven't done so yet. But I literally like just got to Juno, did a couple of things, and I'm going to be on my way out basically. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that license and then move on. I always forget about that bridge over there. One of these days, I'm trying to go back through a lot of games that I didn't finish. I'm trying to actually finish them off of streams. I've been thinking I'll go back to Stranger Paradise, try to finish that. Because I did like that game. I don't know why I stopped playing it. Probably just other things came out. Just need to get to that elevator. Should be this way. Should eventually get to it, right? Okay. This takes me. I don't think this is where I need to go. I-7. I don't recognize this one. I don't recognize this room. Oh. Yeah, I went the wrong way. This way, didn't we? Yeah. This is where we needed to go. Kind of. Other side. Okay. Go max out. Here we are. This is right. We are. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Stuff's not scared of me up here. That. Go. The need should be up here. Alright. Now I need to go down to the second floor. Those guys. Hey, level up. Take this passage down. I'll get back over this way. Oh, right, wait. Look for where it should have wound up. Should have been over this way somewhere. Where is it supposed to be then? It's this one. Follow the path of the floor below. Oh. That's apparently. That's supposed to go here. Let's go somewhere else. I need. Find my way back. Is the game still updated to the organized events? Yes and no. So the game is currently in what they call maintenance mode, where there's no major new content being added. There's no new trusts, there's no new story expansions. None of that is being added into the game. But, what they are doing is they're cycling back through seasonal and holiday events. Predominantly, they're just basically keeping the game active for the current players, and that's pretty much about it. Nothing really new is being added to the game. No new classes, no new jobs, no new nothing. And events are going to be mostly just recycled holiday stuff with minor tweaks added here and there. It's like the Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's events. Those are going to be about the same every year. Maybe with just like the year changed on them. Okay, now the question becomes, how do we get out of here? Dead end. One of these places has to lead me out of here. Okay, I'm on my way. I'll come back to enemies that want to fight me. Alright then. Okay. Did that. Issue of getting back out now. I am in. Let's see. What square am I in? J8. Okay. So it looks like I gotta go over to I-7. That I need to go north and then west. I've seen the new Ninja Gaiden. It's made by Platinum. I have not seen the new Ninja Gaiden game. It being made by Platinum, though, is strange. Unexpected, I guess. Only because normally Team Ninja works on the Ninja Gaiden games, and I don't believe they were ever part of the formation of Platinum Games. Also, the new Doom looks pretty fun. Oh, yeah. When I saw the announcement trailer for Doom Dark Ages, I immediately wishlisted it. There was no way I was going to not get it if I could help it. Okay, so we got a new issue. Netflix offers this week, they showed more of the gameplay. Oh, that's neat. So, am I looking at the right map? 7. I can't tell. I might be. We're gonna go out west. Yeah, okay, I know where I'm at now. I think. You have a chainsaw shield? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that they have a chainsaw shield. And that's just such a Doom weapon. Like, there are no other games would anybody see a chainsaw shield and not think that looks like too much. But in Doom, that's just standard fare. Game made by French team called Nuclear Obscure Expedition 33. Okay, so this is... Oh wait, this is the 3rd floor. Okay. Ah, that's what that... Okay, now I know what's going on. Go back to... it's not really a JRPG if it's made by a French person. Or at least a European person. Well, I don't know if it was in Discord, that'd be appreciated. Yeah, I mean, technically it's not a JRPG if it's not made by a Japanese company. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure the term ERPG is much more problematic, so we can just keep calling it a J until we have a better term for it. There we go. Now we can work on heading back to town. Now that we got the mithril ore. Hi, Jack. Jack woke up from his nap. Nice music, yeah. The music is really nice. I just wish that all areas had it, because there's a lot of areas that simply don't have music. So I guess that's one of those really minor things that 14 does have over 11, which is that everywhere has music in 14. Even if it's just one broad track for the continent. Or one broad track for the whole region instead of like specific areas. Where the hell am I? Huh. Didn't know about that place. Only the orange cats. There you Yeah, it is interesting that we got to meet up with Lion here, because I know on my personal character, I went to Sandoria first from Winter, so I went from Winters to Sandoria, and you speak with her at the consulate. You don't speak to her when you talk to your other person. You talk to her at the consulate. And she kind of just gave sort of general knowledge about a similar sort of circumstance where it's the beastmen over there are trying to reclaim land that was originally theirs. Only I think in the case of the orcs and the Sandorians, it was through a method much more akin to what the Americans did, where it was they took advantage of weaponry and the orcs not knowing their language well to basically con them into worse and worse deals in order to legally acquire their land, and the orcs were sick and tired of it. Time to go speak to our consulate. I thought I just spoke to him. Alright, guess I need to go talk to Pius then. Maybe I need to speak to Grom again? Oh, right, it's upside. Alright, I traded to somebody? Oh, I have to trade it to them. Okay. I have to trade it to them. I forgot. I forgot that you gotta trade things to people. If it's not a blue key item, you gotta trade it. About the ons and full sand, good work. I will have Riel make a brief the information we've been able to assemble on Bastok and technology. Riel, if you please. Okay, when will we be allowed to go back to Sandoria, I wonder? I've had up to here with these crass humans and savage Galka. I want out. I know what you mean. Even their architectural techniques are crude. It's a wonder these buildings are still standing. Might I remind you too that this crude and savage nation is rivaling Sandoria for power on this continent. Sandoria can ill afford to sit back on its past glories. Utter complacence and arrogance will be our downfall. Listen to that kind of talk that got you sent here in the first place, regardless of the fact that you're a noble blood. Yes, you should be careful. My grandfather used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Oh, you should talk, Shantan. Rio, isn't it about time you were done? All done, man. That concludes the Bastok part of this mission. Going to Windurst next, aren't you? Do as you have done here, head of the council, and they'll take care of you. Glory be to Sandoria. May you walk with honor. So, in case you haven't picked it up yet, Sandorians are really racist. Yes, Sabana. Alright. So let's see if I can catch a ferry at all. Let's see if I can catch a ferry. So we will have to take a boat over to Windhurst. And one of the, I guess, bizarre or fun things about this is it runs on a real-time boat schedule. Ship tomorrow is 100 gil. I think I barely have enough. Is that my boat? Ship bound for Mora. Yep, this is my ship. Right. The ships come in at scheduled times every day. They leave at scheduled times. You have to, in all seriousness. So you buy a ticket, get on board the ship, you just hang out in the cargo hold. And eventually, when the time comes, the ship will leave, and then you just wait until you get to the next town. In this case, we're going to the port town of Mora. So now all we can do at this point is wait for the ship to dock. Left port yet? Nope. Okay, we're still docked. And there is no way to skip the clock. All real time, you just gotta wait for the ship to decide to leave. These doors will become interactable once the ship is out at sea. But for the time being, we're just stuck hanging out in the cargo hold. Being out at sea is incredibly dangerous. While you're out at sea, monsters will spawn on top of the ship, and it's also possible for pirates to show up. As long as you hang out down here in the cargo hold, nothing will happen and you will be safe. If you ever walk up on deck, though, you've got a target on your back and it's not going away. So it is recommended to just hang out until you reach your destination and then leave. Because the stuff that is on deck is relatively high leveled and kind of doesn't care about you. The ship does take you to more places than just Selbina and Mora. I believe they also go to Race and Jima. At least, yeah, I think there's like a couple more stops that certain ports will take you to.
So at this point we can just hang out in this hallway, and then once we dock, the door will open up. And we can just step off.
Jack has resumed his position of sleeping. Took a photo of him that we can show later to somebody. Wait for the boat to come in. Should be getting there soon. Boat rides only take a few minutes on each cycle. Yeah, you can kind of glitch the camera a little bit. We can kind of get to see a little of where we're at. Oh. Yeah. This is why I said don't go up on the deck. You can see there's a kraken kind of floating above us. So we're still considered on like the travel sea route, it looks like. I think we're still considered on the sea route. Man, that thing is just still hanging out. Hello, crab. When did you arrive? I do wish we had something like a sea map or something so we could see like where along the route we were. Just so we would see like how much time we have left. Well, we're approaching land. So we gotta be approaching Mora soon. Just trying to more or less peek outside. We passed by some land. Some more land. That looks like forest, so... We're at least getting closer to Windhurst. Because Windhurst has a lot of woods on it. A lot of greenery. Oh, there's the giant tree. So yep, we're getting... Should be getting into Mora pretty soon. Yep, that's the whole town of Windhurst that you can see. The city of Windhurst. Just off in that corner there. That giant tree is where their governing body lives. Or at least where they operate. So once we dock into Mora, it's just a matter of getting over there. And technically speaking, you're not required to go this way. You can. You can hoof it to Windhurst from Bastok and Sindoria. It requires you to go across a pretty good number of zones. And you would... A couple of the zones that you would go through are for, like, creatures that are close to level 30. And they will be very aggressive. And you have to go through the city of Juno. The city of Junon. Juno is it? Junon is 7. Juno is here. You have to go through the entire city of Juno as well. Which we were going to be getting to them anyway at some point, but but it'll be a lot more dangerous and would overall just take more time than taking a boat. Okay, we're about to dock into Mora. There it is. And now docking in Mora. Here we are. Of course, gotta step through customs. Go. There is an aetheryte here, so I'm gonna go and tag that. Right now, will I remember to do so? Alright. All that. No, we got delayed because of me getting lost a couple times. But I do need to go now. So I appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully next time we'll be more productive. Yeah, tomorrow will be Final Fantasy IX still. And we're at that point in the game, in Final Fantasy IX, we're pretty much at the point where I stopped playing on my personal file, so it's going to be all new to me from there on. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you can enjoy the rest of your weekend. Goodbye.